Alright, time to get this party started. Oh man, oh! What the hell? Oh, you gotta be shitting me. Oh man, what kind of asshole puts our countdown at the beginning of a live stream? Oh! Still here? What the hell y'all doing here, man? You just watching a countdown. Come on, man. Oh.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Trailer Park Live right here on the 2nd Street Marvel, where we're coming at you live every single Friday night at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, except for maybe the past couple of shows because things, just life has happened. Life has gotten in the way. But thank you all so much for being here this morning on a Saturday morning when I normally go on Friday nights. Make sure that you like this video. Smash that like button. You can dislike it as well. Share the stream out with your friends. It helps out the algorithm. At least that's what they say. But if this is your first time here, what I typically do is I start off the show talking about some new comic books that I picked up for the week, and then we get into the chats and interact with you all as we talk about some of the things that have happened throughout the week. And you know what? You might want to share this out with your friends. You might want to tell them to come hang out because I might be talking about you. I might be talking about them. I might be talking about a lot of people today. Because, you know, that's one of the things, like, I'm telling you guys to do, because, like, I don't really like talking about other people in my videos, but today is like an exception. Today's gonna be an exception because I've really got something to say, something out there that's bothering me. And this, just like, if you go and check, you know, like 4 out of 5 of my other videos is gonna be just the same, talking about other YouTubers and people out there in the community. I don't like doing it. I'm just gonna build my channel on it and continue to do it and continue to tell you that I don't like doing it, even though I do, because that's about all I do. So, with all that being said, make sure that you tell everybody that I'm talking about them, and I'm talking about you, and they should come here and watch my channel and subscribe, because I talk about other YouTubers out there. Talk about other content creators. It's not for clout. I swear, it's not to grow my channel. I don't like doing it. But if you do like that, you know, consider subscribing, and you should. That's why I'm talking about other YouTubers, because when we hit 2,000 subscribers on the channel, we're gonna be giving away these right here. This is Radio Apocalypse, issue number 1. This is the Horizon Comics and Collectibles Shop exclusive, done by artist Brian Lopez. And if you tell your other friends that I'm talking about them, tell them to come subscribe. We'll give this away. We'll give this away when I hit 2,000 subscribers. To get entered into that, all you got to do is go leave a comment. Watch my videos. Watch my comic book reviews. Go watch them. They get low views. They don't get very many. Just go watch the reviews. There's a playlist on the channel. There's a playlist on the channel. I made it easy for you to go and watch my videos and interact with me and get more views on my channel. I'm going to talk about your mom too. If you like me talking about your mom and other YouTubers, consider becoming one of the channel members, the Myrtle Maniacs. I'm going to be giving this away to one of them. This is a copy of Hellwitch versus Lady Death Wargasm. This is the climax of the Deathocalypse series over on Coffin Comics. It's signed by Brian Pulido himself. All you gotta do to get into that is just be one of the Myrtle Maniacs. Oh, God. In case you guys can't tell, I'm a little emotional right now because I've got to talk about other YouTubers. You guys know I don't like doing it. But we're going to do that after I talk about something positive. You know I like to bring positivity here on the channel. You know I like to bring positivity. I like to be positive. I like to talk about other YouTubers. Except for in most of my videos. Show you off some of the books that we've got here today. I've got this right here on Dark Horse Comics. This is The Haunt of Fear, the Easy Archives. This is volume 2. These books are fucking great, alright? Sorry, I gotta break character for this one. These books are fucking great. If you haven't read any of the old EC comics, you gotta go pick these things up. I haven't got a chance to get into this yet. I'm way behind on reading these EC comic books, but like I just still been collecting them as they've been coming out because they're excellent. They're on Dark Horse. It's Dark Horse putting them out, and they're $19.99. They're $19.99. More if you live in Canada. And they're absolutely great. They're absolutely great books. Classic stuff for $19.99. You can't beat it. You really can't beat it. I've got this other book that I got here, The Creeping. This is on Dark Horse Comics as well. And I think this was like, I think the guy at the comic shop told me this, like, this was solicited like last year or some shit, like a while back. And you know what? I feel like I'm dark. Maybe that's a little better. But apparently, and I was like, when this came in, when we were at the comic shop getting ready to getting everything ready for new comic book day. I was sitting there unpacking. I'm like, oh, this looks all right. Like this looks like something I'd read. And you know, and the guy there, he's like, oh yeah, you ordered that. I'm like, oh okay. He's like, yeah, it was like a year ago. And so this book is by Mike Richardson. The story is by Mike Richardson. The script is by Zach Keller. The cover and line art are by Doug Wheatley. Colors by Rain Barreto. Letters by Frank Svetkovic. I'm sure I pronounced that wrong, but you can see it right here. Creeping. And so what this is is this book is about some kids who are doing this new hashtag, this new thing going on out there, and they're going out and like going into haunted houses and stuff like that, and doing the videos. You know, they've got their YouTube that they're doing it on, or their TikTok or whatever. And hey, right there, what a way to date your book. There you go, and BLM there on your. Make sure you get it there on your. Make sure you let people know. Make sure you let people know, right? You've got to let people know your stance. Politics and comic books, right? So anyway, you got this group of kids who were getting ready to graduate high school, and they're wanting to go out on this last trip together, and they want to go and do one of these haunted houses that nobody else has been to. That's what they've kind of been trying to get here. While this other girl here in the book, one of our main characters here, Kira, she her parents want her to become a doctor and go to work at their basically at the place where they work at, you know, once they become, you know, just a doctor there. But she's missing her two fingers, and she's not very good at being a surgeon or anything like that. She can't cut, like she cut herself when she was going to do some tests and everything like that there at school, and she cut herself. I mean, she's missing two fingers. An accident happened. They never really say what it was, but she's missing her two fingers, and she's like, I don't want to do this. So she's like, I suck at it, you know. And so, but her parents are obviously pressuring her to do it, but she ends up skipping town with her friends and going out of town, going to Bucharest, Romania, where they go out. You know, they end up spending a night out on the town. And they go out. You know, they have to travel there. They can't drive there, so they get a guide that takes them through this forest. They get to this haunted house, and they start checking everything out. Well, it turns out that all of the apparently all of the things that happen in this are actually true. What this is like, it was an asylum. It was a castle once. This family built this castle, and then once they built it, they like kind of got all weird and paranoid, and they started building different secret pathways and stuff like that throughout it. And then they ended up like killing each other, chopping each other into bits or whatnot. I don't know how that happens exactly. Once, you know, there's like somebody's got to be there to kill the last person, right? I don't know. Anyway, but they all ended up dying. And then it ended up becoming like a mental institution, a ward. And they had prisoners there, but it was like a prison though. But then they were like experimenting on these people and everything, and they ended up creating these monsters. They ended up creating these monsters right here. And these monsters are, you know, crazy, like, I don't know, demonic beasts. And these kids are trying to get out of here and you know, giving their lives, you know, basically to escape. A lot of people are dying along the way to escape this asylum, this place where these beasts are living. But don't worry, it's okay, because the girl missing two fingers survived, to tell everybody. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure you smash that like button. So, but yeah. So don't worry, the girl missing 2 fingers survived. And it ends up she starts taking people out on these kind of scare trips to this place as well. Yeah, pretty crazy stuff. I mean, I thought the art in this book was, I mean, it's pretty decent. Pretty decent throughout. This story, I don't know, seemed kind of interesting. Seemed like, I mean, it was kind of predictable. I mean, think about it. A bunch of teens go to visit a haunted house and do all this stuff. I mean, what's gonna happen? Most of them are gonna die. And who's gonna live? You know who's gonna live. But anyway, I thought the book itself, it was pretty good. I mean, for I don't know about for it was 1999, but it is a hardcover. It's a hardcover as well, so that's pretty. I don't know, that's all right. We'll see how I don't know. Check it out. Let me know down in the comments below if you've seen it. Maybe I should do a giveaway with it one of these days. I don't know. Who knows? Like I said, it was okay. It's worth letting people check out if you like comic books. Samurai Doggy, issue number 1 on Aftershock Comics. This series, it's a new series. I'm not sure if it's just gonna be. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like a mini series, but it was actually pretty good. This dog, his whole family ends up basically getting killed when he was a kid. When he was a pup, and he ends up going out and learning to be a samurai. He's now Samurai Doggy, and he's out for vengeance on the person who killed his family. Some very, I don't know, kind of cool stuff in this book. The art itself was pretty good as well, for what this book is. This book is written by Chris Tex. It's got art, colors, and lettered by Santos. I'll show you those names right there. You can see right there the names of the people. But this one is actually pretty good. I mean, I think this is a recommend if you want to see a samurai doggy going out there in this world to hunt down his killer as he's hot on the trail, it would appear from reading this first issue. So there's something wrong with Patrick Todd. Another one on Aftershock Comics here. Ed Brisson writing this one with art by Gavin Guidry, Chris O'Halloran on colors, and Hassan Atsmani El How on colors. On colors, I'll show you these. Where are we at here? His name's right there. And check it out. Ed Brisson, Gavin, Chris O'Halloran, Hassan. I think this book is pretty good. What we found, there's like this kid who has these powers that he can basically take control of people and make them do whatever he wants them to do. So what he's been doing is, because his mom is in this hospital, her mind is gone, and she's somewhat of a vegetable pretty much. But we see that he's going out there and making these. He's going and finding these bad people. He went all to catch a predator in this issue number 1. He went and found this guy who was basically a pedophile. Am I allowed to say that? Am I allowed to say that on YouTube? And he went out there, a child predator. How about that? Am I allowed to say child predator on YouTube either? Fuck, I don't know, man. So he goes out there and he's finding these bad people where they're going out robbing the banks, and then he has them bring him the money, and then he tells them to go confess to the police that they did the crime, or that they robbed the bank, and confess their other crimes. And that's kind of what's been going on here, as he's been done this several times. He's trying to get the money to keep his mother in the hospital so she can get the help that he needs. Well, he ends up getting jacked. He ends up getting jacked for all his money and shit at this hotel that he's staying at. And The cops end up getting a hold of this this guy because these idiots went out and started spending the money from the bank, and that's what we're kind of seeing here. Is this kid is out there trying to get his mother help, while meanwhile he's kind of got this superpower that is very unique. But we also see there's somebody else out there tracking him down, looking to wanting to finally meet him. But who is it? Who is this guy that's hunting down Patrick Todd? Is it really his father? We don't know. Not quite yet. Let me know down in the comments below if you have read that and what you thought about it. We also got Astronaut Down right here. This book right here is being written by James Patrick. It's got art by Rubine. It's got colors by Valentina Brisky, and Carlos M. Mangual is the letterer. I'll show you those names right there. Before I tell you about the eco-horror pandemic story. This book actually has some pretty decent art in it. I actually like the art in this book. It's pretty good. You see, some of the art right there, I think is pretty good in this book. And there's, you get into, some other spots where, they do, pretty good, getting our characters kind of getting the point across about what's going on here. But there's this astronaut. He's going, and what he's an astronaut of is he's sending, basically it's like Quantum Leap or some shit, where he's sending his mind back into his former self, or himself in another universe where they figured out the solution to this ecological horror that is kind of ravaging the earth. And we find that he's kind of they found throughout the course of everything, he's the one that ends up making the jumps. He doesn't jump back to exactly where he's supposed to, that he knows of. He's supposed to transmit this code, or basically this formula that tells them how to stop this whole thing. Well, he ends up not wanting to do that once he gets to this reality, and he finds the code, because like humanity deserves to die because they knew all this and that, and if people would have just listened and did what they were told, people would have just did what they were told and wear the fucking masks. Oh wait, sorry, my bad. My bad. Look, it wasn't the masks. It was if they would have just done what they were supposed to do. If they would have just got vaccinated, everything would have been okay, God damn it. That's basically what the book's about. It's okay. You go read it and you let me know. How about that? Back to life. Okay, on AWA Comics this week, we've got Absolution issue number 2. Absolution issue number 2 here. This book right here is written by it's written by Peter Milligan. It's got art by Mike Deodato Jr., colors by Lee Lowridge, letters by Steve Wands. You can see right there. This book is actually pretty good. I really do. I like what's going on here, as we see there's this girl. There's kind of this game. It's like a reality show, if you will, where some of these criminals, are they criminals? I mean, just people are going out there and they have to basically, they can fight for absolution for the bad things they've done, all the wrongs they've done, they can make right. They go out there and search for absolution. And we see there's this particular girl here who's out there trying to get absolution, and they have their bodies upgraded with all this, just kinds of tech and different things like that as well. And she's going out there searching for absolution. Well, they have these things implanted in their brains that'll make them, explode throughout their bodies and kill them slowly. And it'll be terrible and it sucks. But they also have basically like their computers and shit embedded into their mind. And she's out there playing this game. She can see like the chats, what people are saying in this, basically this live stream that she's doing as she is going out and hunting these people down. And you can see right there, like right here down there, they've got some of the chats and everything here they're going on. But then you get together and they even have these panels of people talking about this reality show. That's total. That's not Kobe, is it? That's definitely not Woody Harrelson or Al Pacino ish kind of. Anyway, I like Mike Deodato's art in this book. Really good stuff. But she's going out there searching for absolution, but she basically has to go out there and kill people, bad people, and do this kind of mission, do what the people want her to do as well, because the people are basically who gives her the absolution by her approval rating. And so she's going out there trying to figure out how to get her score up. And she is going down, and it looks like she's out for a personal vendetta here, trying to get her score a little bit higher to search to get for absolution. But then there's somebody else out there reaching out to her for help, and that's kind of what's going on in this book. And it looks like, I mean, just my prediction here after issue number 2, I mean, maybe like it was in issue number 1, was that she's going to end up going out there to help this person that is reaching out to her through this kind of social media thing. And she's going to go help them because she has a job where her boss is at this point making her do sexual favors for him. And she kind of has no way out of that. And she needs help. So I think that's what's going to happen is here. It's going to be a little bit of being an actual good person, going out there and doing some good for the people is what's going to win her absolution here in this book. But let me know down in the comments below if you've read Absolution and what you think about it. I think it's a pretty good one, definitely worth reading. I think Peter Milligan does some pretty good books. I've read several books by him at this point that he's done on AWA, as well as even Vault Comics as well. Pretty good writer. I like a lot of the things that he's kind of does in his stories. Very good stuff. Definitely a recommend on this one, but let me know what you think down in the comments below. Okay, now the next one I have here is Love Everlasting. This is a new book on Image Comics that's written by Tom King. It's got art by Elsa Chartier. It's got colors by Matt Hollingsworth and lettered by Clayton Cowles. This book was actually really pretty good, man. Like, I gotta say, I like this book. What it is. I've never read any Tom King books. I know people out there have feelings about Tom King one way or another when it comes to like what he's done on Batman, 2 Batman, and different stuff like that. Hey, feel how you want to. I don't know. I can't say I've ever read anything that he's done. I probably have. I just don't know it. But this book is actually pretty good. I got this because Elsa Chartier, she's the artist here on this book. If you don't know who Elsa Chartier is, I would tell you to go check out her YouTube channel. Here on YouTube, obviously. Go check out her channel. Here. I'll show you the names right there where you can go and check out her channel. Check out her channel. She does a lot of books or a lot of videos talking about art and just different things like that. She's done some reviews, but she seems like a very nice and very pleasant person when you go and watch her videos and just seeing some of her art that I've seen there through watching some of her videos. When I've seen this, I'm like, you know what? I want to give this a shot. See what, because I haven't ever, aside from watching her channel, I've never bought a book that she's done, and I definitely like her art style. She actually did this cover as well. The art style she's doing in this book absolutely fits the story here as well, where we see like the story meant to be. This book seems like it's an anthology, right? It seems like an anthology of stories, something akin to what I was just showing you in like this EC Comics, where they have these the EC comic books are they are basically just that, the stories, a few stories thrown together in each one. What I just like all of a sudden I forgot. I just lost the name right off the top of my head as I'm here flapping anthologies. It's very much like that. That's what it seems like, because you get through this story where our main character here, she is what is her name? Joan Peterson. And she is there kind of falling in love with this guy. It's her boss at work. But her friend, her roommate, was actually seeing him before, and she felt guilty. She's like, "Oh no!" And her friend eventually like, no, it's all good. I'm seeing this other guy. And so, like it kind of goes on through there where she's getting ready to go through and marry this guy, and that's kind of where the story ends. And then we get to this got another story in here called One Last Kiss. One Last Kiss. So you can see one story ends and then it goes into the next one. And like I said, it seems like you're reading an anthology series until you get here into story number 2 and you're reading this book, and the character in here is once again the same character that we knew from the very first story, Joan Peterson. And she starts, as everything is going on, she kind of starts having, remembering this other guy, George, that we met in the first story. So it seems like her mind, she's kind of being mind jacked here. And then you get here into the third story here called Fight for Love. And it's the same character, Joan. And it's very cool. I really like how this story kind of unfolded, because you read the first little story in there. There's 3 of them in this first book, by the way. You read them and you're like, oh, like they read the first one, like, oh, okay, just a little, little love story, like an anthology. Like I said, like an anthology, not unlike this Haunt of Fear or other EC comic books. Like I've got one called Confessions. There's one called Weird Science. There's one called Tales from the Crypt. There's one called Vault of Horror. Just there are different ones out there, but they're anthologies, and that's what it seems like when you're getting into this book. But then you get into the second story and you see this person who start remembering things from the first story, and it makes me think like, oh, like this person's mind is being jacked, man. Like there's like, maybe they're like in some sort of fucking pod and they got shit, like all fucking shoved down their throat and probes in their brain, and like probably got something stuck in their butt, just like, I mean, not unlike the Matrix. And they're having all this stuff, but then their memory is still relapsing. Remember, you know what I'm talking about? Like crazy shit. Like I thought it was pretty good. There's several different covers to this one as well. This was another Elsa Chartier cover as well. And then of course you got the Frizzen. There was the Frizzen cover also. It was the Frizzen cover that I thought was pretty good. I thought was pretty good as well. And then I think I think the last one I have here to talk about really is Mindset. This right here is it says covered by Pearson. I'm not sure what Pearson that is, but I mean it looks very. We've also got this the second cover right here. It looks very this right here, Connor Boyle on this cover right here, and this book very much like. Have you read Department of Truth? Have you read Department of Truth? Department of Truth is a very good book. This very much reminds me of that. It's written by Zach Kaplan. It's got art by John Pearson, and it's lettered by Hassan Otsmani El Hau. I'll show you those names right there. But this book right here kind of very much reminds me of, like, imagine what's that movie? What is it? The social. The Social Network, right? The Social Network, right? With what's his name? It's about the guys, the Facebook guys, and all that stuff. It very much reminds me of that meets. I mean, very much. It's very much like that, but also meets like Department of Truth. It is very much like Department of Truth as well, where we see these guys who kind of develop this app to what they can do with it with their phone and everything. Is they can mind control people. They can make people do what they want with this app and controlling them through that. They end up going to this party there in Silicon Valley where they're not supposed to be. They end up getting in there and hanging out with all of these people. They're not in the class. They shouldn't even be with these people at all. But there's somebody else there who very much recognizes that they aren't supposed to be there either. She knows they're not fooling her as far as all that stuff. But you can see they are there, basically, kind of just using this app to go out there, and they started setting rules, things they can't do with it as well. But they're kind of out there controlling people through this app, and it's very interesting. What's going on in this book. Again, it's on Vault Comics. You guys know I really enjoy Vault Comics and what they do over there. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's definitely a good book. Definitely a good book worth checking out. Mindset on Vault Comics. Let me know down in the comments below if you have ever read that. We'll get here into the live chats. See what everybody's saying. Then we'll get into we'll start talking about some other things going on out here. We'll get into some of these other things that we've got to talk about. There's been some drama here over ever since last weekend, right? Over when C2E2 went down, the old Staple Gate, or is it Acetate Gate? Acetate Gate or Staple Gate? I don't know. Take your pick. Take your pick. I'll tell you one thing. It's been the ultimate fallout. We're going to talk a little bit about that. But anyway, so let's see. I see we've got a member, 14-month member chat from Strange Marvel Theories. Aaron, thank you so much. One of the Myrtle Maniacs at the Myrtle variant level says there are some interesting indie comics for sure. Absolutely. Indies are pretty much all I read at this point, aside from, getting like some of the Marvel, like the omnibuses and things like that, that I've been going back and reading. A lot of the older stuff. Absolutely. Let's see. We've also got, but thank you so much for that, Aaron. One of the Myrtle Maniacs. We got my man, Mike Stanshill Porter, member for 26 months. Damn. Says, what channel talks about other content creators? Quite a bit, actually. Quite a bit. quite a bit. And hey, I do it too. We all like this thing. Like, and that's the thing. Like the whole point of that. Like, look, I see all these videos. You see like. It's like every other week, you'll see somebody out there, they'll do this, because I go out there and I see, searching for just different content, new content to watch, and, new creators and stuff, coming up, and, it's like every other day, you'll find somebody out there, oh, I don't like talking about other YouTubers, but then you go search all their videos, and like, nearly every one of them is talking about other YouTubers. It cracks me up. Like, it's okay. Like, look, here's the thing. It's okay. It's okay to talk about other YouTubers and content creators out there. Look, like, a lot of people do it. All right? A lot of people do it. It's okay. Just own up to that shit. People be like, oh, I don't like doing it. Yeah, you do. It's okay. Just own up to that shit. It's okay. It's okay. But don't sit here and fucking lie to me, tell me you don't like doing that shit when fucking 4 out of your 5 videos are doing that shit. Stop it. Oh, come on. What's going on here? Oh, there we go.
Stop it. Stop it.
Yeah, just stop it. It's okay, And that's what I'm saying. It's okay. That didn't just all, did it? I don't know. But I don't know, and that's the thing, is like plenty of people do it. It's okay, just admit to it. You don't have to act like you don't like it. But here's the other thing, is don't be surprised when drama comes and finds you, right? Don't be surprised when like, oh man, my video got ratioed. Because so-and-so, the person I was talking about, found out I was talking about them. Their fans did, and they came here to my video, and they watched it, and they ratioed it, and they talked a lot of shit in the comments. Yeah, imagine that. You were talking shit. Like, what do you expect? People out there are fucking simps. They're simps for their favorite content creators. Yeah. There's going to be like, oh my God, you talked about so-and-so. They're going to get on there and fucking they're gonna get on there and fucking share the video with so and so, be like, this person's talking about, yeah. Don't worry. I left them a comment. Like, look, don't be surprised when people do that shit. Don't be surprised when they come to your video and ratio you and all that shit when you're talking shit about them. And look, you know, it's okay. Like I said, just admit it. As long as you admit it and you know you're doing it, like, I'm not saying it really doesn't make it better or worse or anything, but then, like, at least you know you're prepared for that. You should know that you're prepared for that. You know, to be prepared. You're a little bit more mentally prepared. And being mentally prepared for shit is very important. You know, being mentally prepared, knowing that you can overcome obstacles and things like that, things that may be holding you back. Anyway, yeah. But that's the thing is, like, most people, like a lot of channels do, and not actually most channels do, and it's not always necessarily a bad thing when the people when they're talking about other content. Like, you'll see, like, you see Paul over at Heavy Spoilers. He talks about other content creators in his videos all the time. But it's usually being silly and comical, like, you know, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Just don't be surprised. Just don't be surprised. Okay. Lord Veedo with the $5 super chat says, much love, homie, my man. Flexing, yeah. Should I be flexing? I don't know. I don't know if I should be. Not right now. I might be able to flex these a little bit. They're a little bit sore from yesterday. That's part of why I wasn't here yesterday. Why I wasn't able to stream, man. I woke up yesterday morning, man, and there was this story I heard about. You know, I heard a little bit about it the day before. Was it the day before? Maybe a couple of days earlier, and I was like, oh shit. It was my man, Brian, better known as, to maybe you guys, as Star Wars Santa. I'm not sure if you guys know Star Wars Santa. If you don't know Star Wars Santa and you're here on my channel, for one, I'd find that pretty hard to believe. All right? I'd find that pretty hard to believe if you don't know Star Wars Santa. Because Star Wars Santa is involved in the Star Wars community that a lot of us kind of interact in. And I would say when you talk about that, the tendrils of that fan community go far and wide. Because when you think about it, a lot of the people that talk about Star Wars talk about other things as well. A majority of people nowadays, when you think like a lot of people, I'm not Star Wars Santa, but talk about other things as well. A lot of people hone in on one thing, maybe just Star Wars, maybe just Marvel, but within the fan community, there's a lot of spillover and in the communities, because if you think about where we go to, you know, a lot of people here on this channel, on my channel, a lot of us met and interacted through the Den of Nerds. We're all Nerdvengers, right? That's where a lot of us kind of came together. Maybe we found each other through that way. But where does that even span to? Because, you know, you think about the community of people that are talking about Star Wars. I mean, that, even getting into that, gets into other channels out there, other people that we've interacted with. Chances are, if you're watching the Den of Nerds, you're probably watching other channels out there. As I was saying earlier, there's plenty of people out there that watch other channels and talk about other YouTubers. And that being the case, I mean, even when you're thinking about talking about Star Wars, and if you're getting into the fandom and things like that, you're obviously going to talk about other people out there in the Star Wars community, maybe even in the Marvel community. When you get into thinking about people like all of the crew and everything, like geeks and gamers. You know, you think about all of that crew of people, that clique of people, you know, a lot of people still think, say, you know what name they say, the Fandom Menace. It's dead. Anyway, the point is a lot of people in all of these communities interact together. A lot of it's interactive with the fan groups. Not everybody, not all these people are out there that are in these kind of hang out in these different fan groups, if you will. All are at each other's throats and fighting about stuff. There's a lot of people who hang out in these communities who cross into all the different communities, like myself. I certainly do, that aren't out there fighting with all of these people. And there certainly are some that do. And even those that do, they're all still interacting in the same community, part of this fan community, right? We're all interconnected, whether you like it or not, whether you're friends with each other or not. There's a totally different story. But there are times when, that kind of bullshit doesn't even really matter. Because what are we talking about here? Fucking fictional characters, movies, comic books, things that we know, that we love, that we like to talk about. And maybe just because you don't like to talk good about them or be positive about them doesn't make you not a fan. But here's the thing. It's a community, right? We are all kind of interconnected in that way. Again, we all interact with each other kind of throughout this community. And Star Wars Santa is one of the best fucking guys out there in the fan community. Not just the Star Wars community, because he does hang out more than that. He ends up here in many cases as well. But he's definitely somebody known in the community. Very good guy. And, I've never even met the guy personally. But I would tell you, one thing that you can tell just by getting in and talking with this guy is he's one of the best fucking guys you're ever going to meet out there. And right now, and I don't really give a shit what community that you're part of, whether you're part of the hate group, those hate group guys, fan community, or whether you're one of the fucking shills out there, one of the shill community members, it doesn't matter. There are times when that kind of shit don't matter, and you can see that it's obviously coming together in that fashion as well. But recently, there is some personal issues going on with our good friend Star Wars Santa, and a lot of the things happening. I'm not here to really cover that, but he could definitely their family could definitely use some help. There is a GoFundMe link that I have pinned in the comments section here of the stream. If you could go out there, share the link. If you can yourself donate $1. Now look, this is something like I don't ever really go out there and do any of this promoting for people's fucking GoFundMes or any of that bullshit. Look, here's my take on a lot of that stuff is everybody's got a fucking sob story, right? Everybody's got whatever, something has happened to them or what. Look, so this isn't something I normally do. Most of the time people share GoFundMes and shit. I'm like, man, that sucks, man. I fucking feel for you. But I don't know, seriously, that's not to say that I don't care. But sharing it out there and everything, I don't know. To me, it's just weird. It's just weird. That's just me. That's just my sensibilities. I think asking for people for help in those in a lot of situations just sometimes you see some that are like, dude, you shouldn't be doing this. But I really do think that there's this particular situation that is going on with our friend Star Wars Santa is something that is definitely worthy of everybody in the community. So I would say, even if you can't donate to it, even if you can't donate $1, I know that this community is big enough out there. Even just the people that I know in the community and am connected to, this community is definitely big enough that I think if everybody went out there and shared the link, talk to your favorite content creators, ask them if they could, or if you could, share the link in one of their live streams, maybe in a comment section on their video, or maybe if they could do a video, maybe they could talk about it in their live stream and share it, just to go out there and help our friend in a time of need. And I would say this is definitely a very, like I said, I don't normally do this, but I think given the situation and everything that has happened here, is definitely something that I think we need to come together as a community to help one of the greatest members in this community out. You can certainly use our help. And they do have a GoFundMe out there. Like I said, I shared the link in there. It's pinned in the comment section. And I seen the dollar amount they had on there, and believe me when I say, given the situation, everything that's going on here, probably need to add a couple of zeros to that at the end of it to what our friend is actually in need of. So please, when you share it out there, don't think that just because they hit that goal that that's all they need. There's definitely a lot more that's going to be needed out there in this situation. Because just to share a little bit about the situation, is somebody was hit by an uninsured driver. An uninsured driver, and probably somebody they're never gonna get a penny out of. Insurance only covers so much out there. Even if you have even if you have some of the best coverage out there, it's still going to be something that is going to have a huge effect on your life. Not only your life, considering the situation that has happened, but then even getting into other things. I will tell you that the people here involved in this actually run their own business as well. And being a small business owner myself, I know that there's really, when things like this happen, it affects your business. It's not even just thinking about medical bills or anything like that to get you through some of those hard times and things like that, but it's also the lasting effect that it has on your business. I myself have been affected by this, not only from the past couple of years, the things that have happened in the world, but last year when I was hit by a car. Luckily, I was fortunate enough that I lived through that and have come out of it. I like to say relatively unscathed, but like there's lasting effects from it, and it sucks. But then it also affected my business along the way. So when you see that dollar amount on there, and if you see they're getting closer to their goal, or they've surpassed their goal even by a whole lot, believe me when I say that that's okay. They're gonna need more in this situation. And please, I'm telling you, if you could please share this with your friends, share this with, like I said, other content creators. I know they're the community that we have, even just that we have here all together, that connect through all, interact through all this whole community. No matter what part of the community that you're part of, I think this is something that a lot of people could go out there and support, even with $1. And if you can't, that's okay. Look, I totally understand that as well. You could always keep Star Wars Santa and his family in your thoughts and prayers as well. If you're into that sort of thing, I'm sure that it would help. But you can go share this link. Go share it with all your friends, your family. I know it don't seem like much. Maybe you get 5 friends that give to it. Hey, and they can only give $1. It's $5. It's all good. Maybe they can give 5 each. It's 25. If enough people out there do this, we can help. We can help somebody in our community. Help them all for the better in a time that they're definitely going to need that kind of assistance. Because even if their insurance comes in and can take care of everything, there's still, like I said, lasting effects, things that you need right now. Not just, like I said, there's always far more to these situations when you get into the meat and potatoes of it, than just having insurance and being covered, let alone when you think about this happened with somebody who probably isn't going to be able to have any kind of culpability for this situation that they have caused. So again, if you could please share the link out, follow the link yourself if you could. Go help out our friend in a time of need. I greatly appreciate it. Greatly appreciate that. So let's see who all we've got here in the chat. Sorry guys, sorry. Man, we're almost at an hour already. Can you see that? We're almost at an hour already. Okay. Let's see here. We've got my man Jedi Mike in the building. Lord Veedo Komanga is here as well. Thank you so much for being here, Komanga. Mike Stanshell Porter, my man. B Grissom, RC Scott in the house. Thank you so much for being here today. Stay worthy. Yeah, such emotional. Yeah. Immortal Biggie Shaq. I ripped up my C2E2 whatnot bag because I didn't want to soil my collection. Hey, there you go. Yeah, absolutely. Eric the Guapo, thank you so much for being here. Christopher Barker in the house as well. Andre Oro, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being here. Great to have Trent on my karaoke music discussion streams. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. I see we've also got Air Spider 23 in the building. Star Wars MCU-OG has joined the chat as well. Okay. Air Spider 23 is here. There we go. Influencer in the building. Yes, I love it. I love it. And that's kind of what I wanted to talk about, guys. Like, you know what? Like, there's this thing that happened last week in the C2E2. I'm not sure if you guys know what that is. It's the Comics Expo. I don't know, some shit that goes down in Chicago. Well, there was this company, they went out there and like, look, I talked about it the other week, and look, here, I've got to say that I was wrong about some shit the other week. I was talking about this, like, I was like, oh, like, I totally understand the situation from a lot of people's different standpoints out there, from these collectors who wanted to get this book, to the influencers out there, to even the business person. Understanding being a business person myself, they have this book that they want to make the money back on, and they go out there and they do what they can to sell these books. Well, and at the time, there was, like, time goes on and there's more information that comes out about these things, and it turns out that, like, when all is said and done, there's some really not even somebody just trying to run a business and make money, and maybe even having questionable practices at that. It seems like at this point we've got a situation where, I mean, is it a scam? I wouldn't say it's a scam, but it's definitely a situation where people are going out there and certainly having shady practices and doing things to just to make a buck. Now, as I said before, like, I get a business doing what they do to try to make money. At the time when I talked about this last, was this company had basically this line of people, this cover that they were selling, this exclusive cover that they had. And they, had these people in line. Well, people were supposedly line skipping, and supposedly people were buying multiple copies at a time, like hundreds, or supposedly. Who knows? Who knows? Regardless, some people were given priority, and then we even found out, like, some of these influencers or whatnot, these other retailers or whatnot, actually prepaid for some of them, which then brings into question things about it being a con exclusive. Apparently, if people were able, because that's, anyway, a whole lot of drama going out of it. But in the end, it really turns out like the circumstances of the situation are not that it's necessarily a scam, just that there's a lot of illegitimate things going on regarding this Ultimate Fallout 4 facsimile. Let me reiterate that. Facsimile copy. If you don't know what a facsimile copy is out there, guys, a facsimile copy is saying, basically, let's say they take this book right here, Mindset, issue number 1, or issue number 2, and say 5 years down the line, like, say this book takes off, it's like the biggest fucking, whatever. Maybe it's not even that, but it would have to be somewhat significant before they did a facsimile copy. But then they go out and they do like a, like, years, because what they do with a lot of these facsimile copies is they reprint big books from the past. Like Marvel does this, where, like, they did like Incredible Hulk 181, the first appearance of Wolverine. Appearance, not cameo, or not mention, right? Anyway, it's 180, right? But so, like, what they do, and it's an exact reprint of the book as it came out, with ads and everything. So you like unless you know what the difference is in the book, and you can usually tell by the price that's marked on it, and just some other things to give it away. But it's basically a reprint, fucking page for page, of the book as it originally came out when it was released originally. But you're paying a current price for it. It's just like a reprint. You know, like I said, it's basically a reprint, page for page. A facsimile copy. Like if you took that thing and went and just fucking, get it? Put it on a copy machine and fucking reprint and staple all the pages together, all the bullshit. That's it. Pretty simple. Pretty simple what a facsimile copy is. It's just a reprint. Anyway. So this company went out there and they apparently what they had done was they had this facsimile copy. They got an exclusive cover of it that they had done by one of their by an artist friend of theirs. All good. So they went out and they had an exclusive cover for this facsimile copy that released last year for Ultimate Fallout 4. This is the first appearance of Miles Morales. They had this cover of it done by this artist, Clayton Crane. And like I think like I don't know, cover it just I don't know. I'm not gonna try to drag somebody's name through the art just because I think the cover was ugly. Like I think Clayton Crane's done plenty of covers that look just fine. This fucking artist is just fine. But anyway, this is a ridiculous cover for this ridiculous book. Obviously, if it's an exclusive, they're going to charge probably more than that $3.99 for it anyway. That a normal facsimile copy would be if you went and got the Ultimate Fallout 4 facsimile copy last year. It was $3.99. And so what they did was they not only had this exclusive cover from last year, but they didn't sell all the copies apparently. And so what they did this year was they put this acetate cover over it. And an acetate cover, kind of what that is, like it's like this kind of plastic, kind of heavy plastic that you can put print on or have done however you want. I seen like last week. Or this last week, Deceased. The new series of Deceased came out, and it had an acetate cover there on one of them. But it's like a clear cover, and they can put print on it. So then you got a cover behind it, and you can see the print, and then you fold it, and they're like, yeah. So they took and they went. They had an acetate cover printed, and then they stapled that shit to the fucking books. So these books had like 4 staples in them. Well, there was this whole debacle with they had these books graded as well, and the company CGC going out there and grading these books and grading them as just like regular, not well. Anyway, apparently these books weren't approved by Marvel. Approved for sale by Marvel. The acetate cover wasn't approved. The original cover was. The Clayton Crane cover originally was. But there was this acetate cover that they stapled to that wasn't. It wasn't approved by Marvel. So basically, it makes this like a bootleg copy out there that they went and they sold and they did, whatever. And hey, to each their own. Like I said, to each their own. But what it's kind of caused is this thing when it ends up getting graded, the kind of label it's given, the way it's graded and things like that is a big deal, where these books were kind of basically originally graded by this company as being legit copies. It came from the manufacturer. They were approved by Marvel when they weren't. So it's kind of caused this whole thing throughout the community, a whole lot of, and there was, like I said, there was these influencers. Say that enough times. That's how you start. Influencers. I'm an influencer. Influencers that were given priority and everything, and they went and they bought a lot of copies they were gonna get and sell them, right? Flip them on this platform called Whatnot, that is where people go to sell shit, different things, not just comic books. But I don't know, like somehow these people are all in cahoots. These Whatnot people, these Black Flag people that had this comic book exclusive. Like there's a whole bunch of, like I said, there's a whole bunch of. Would you say? I mean, it is conspiring, right? It is conspiring, right? Whole bunch of people involved here, doing this. And so there's, like I said, there's different influencers out there who were given priority to these books with the intentions that they were obviously going to go out there and sell them. And look, here's the thing: is this happens a lot anyway? Because look, like one of the things is like, and this is kind of one of the bigger things, the bigger deals with collectors and stuff out there. People that can't make it to these cons, they still get on and they buy a lot of these books secondhand from other people that are going out there to these cons and get extra copies and get out there and sell them. Right? It's just kind of the business. You know, if you couldn't go to the con, what are you going to do to get that cover if you want it? You're going to buy it from somebody who got it, right? And chances are you're probably going to pay the price that they want for it. Well, anyway, whole bunch of drama coming out of this book that basically it's at this point it's tainted. It's a not even an illegal book, but it's basically a bootleg where it's basically saying you could take this book right here, go staple an acetate cover on it, and resell that shit to some fucking idiot for an outrageous amount of money. And even have it graded and get a good grade. And so it's kind of caused a lot of stuff out there. And like I said, there's influencers out there who obviously bought copies and stuff like that. And at this point, like it's kind of a thing where like out there in the comics community, like the comics community, that nobody wants this book at this point. Everybody's like, fuck this book. I ain't dealing with this shit. But the thing is like, that's another thing I want to talk about. The comics community, which to me is a fucking joke. Just like everything else out there, you know, you get in these little fan groups and these fucking communities, and it's a fucking joke. You know, it's like everybody out there is fucking just, it's one of those things. Like everybody's out there, everybody's all together, everything's all cool, everybody's interacting together. They're all buddy. Hey man, what's up, man? Old buddy, old pal. And every single one of these motherfuckers is just waiting. Just fucking waiting for the first sight of fucking blood. Right? For the first sight of fucking blood to fucking tear somebody else down, right? And it doesn't matter who it is, big or small. You know, everybody's just fucking waiting for their opportunity to fucking jump on. And look, I'll tell you, I guarantee you out there in the comics community, y'all are a fucking joke. I guarantee you there's some guys out there that are probably really just assholes and pieces of shit. I'm sure there are. But I'm just saying, it's just so funny how all these fucking people are just waiting for the fucking, like everybody's just waiting for the fucking blood, right? Everybody's just waiting to, you know, to get somebody to fucking, but that's just how it is. It's just how humans are. Now, like I said, I think the people that are involved here, like I get it. And here's the thing: is like I've seen a lot of people doing this shit. Like I said, if you don't like a motherfucker, don't pretend to like a motherfucker. Okay? Don't be that guy. Don't pretend to like, because I see like some of the comments like Jim Mink Collectibles. He did a video talking about all this some of this kind of stuff. And look, he ended up, you know, he put a community post. He took his video like look. And I see everybody got that. And look, I'm not saying you gotta like anybody either. I'm not saying you can't have your opinion. You absolutely can. But I see a lot of the things out there, a lot of the comments being made about these, you know, different people. And look, I understand some of the positions here, but the thing is everybody's just fucking waiting for the chance. And like, look, don't be that guy out there fucking faking like, hey, I want to be chummy with this guy and fucking rub elbows with him, and hopefully maybe that'll help boost my channel, or maybe it won't, or maybe whatever the fucking deal is. Everybody's just fucking waiting for the hat to drop, bro. That's what it is. And everybody's got to go full in. You know, and that's fine. You can feel how you want. I'm telling you, like, that's perfectly fine. But let's not act like it's not fucked up, right? And it's funny too, because you see other people out there kind of like, hey, like I had, you know, I seen Comic Man Andy. I just seen a video of his this morning he dropped where he bought some books. You know, he's like, yeah, we bought some, we had them graded, we were gonna get some and sell them, like, because he does some of these things, charity auctions and shit like that. And like, look, I don't know, like, he could be 100% honest. Like, here's the thing: is I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I think he seemed genuine and sincere. You could tell in the video he's sitting there kind of like, fuck, like he seemed like distraught. He seemed like somebody fucking punched him in the gut, slapped him across the face. Maybe did one of those things to him. So like I said, like there's like some of this shit that goes on. Like I said, I think with all of the shit throwing going around and bits of everybody going on, oh, these influencers, fuck these guys, fuck Jim and Clifford, fuck Comic Tom, fuck Comic Man Andy. You know, like just all that bullshit. Like, look. Again, everybody's waiting for the fucking hat. Everybody's waiting for the hat to drop. Everyone's waiting to see fucking blood. Y'all some fucking weirdos, man. Like, look, the people who are at fault in this fucking thing is the people who did this shit. You can feel how you want about the influencers and all that bullshit, but look, here's the thing. I understand the line skipping. They got the priority. I understand being mad about that. I get that. I get that. But, I mean, acting like they're, you know, people are assholes because they were doing that anyway. Like, look, that's what a lot of these people do. Let's not act like they don't. Like, look, I understand that argument. You feel how you want to about the influencers. But look, let's not act like it's not the fault of the fucking people that were involved with this thing. Right? These influencers play a part, but they were just playing the part that they play normally anyway. Picking up some extra books to flip and maybe make a couple bucks on. But everybody wants to drag the fucking everybody like, oh, these people, they were involved, they knew. Maybe they did, but I doubt it. Because I don't think anybody in their right mind would go out there full well knowing the full scammy bullshit surrounding this fucking comic book and intentionally do it to make money just for that fucking. I'm sure there's a couple. But I think most of the people involved, if they knew everything going on around the book in the first fucking place, would probably say, you know what? Fuck that. I'm not even going to deal with this shit. So like I said, feel how you want to about the influencers, which is fine. But let's not act like it's not all the fault of the people who did the book. Like I said, feel how you want to about everything else. That's fine. It's fine. But it also has to do with, you know, this whole fucking comics community fucking joke. Because, like I said, y'all are the same as everybody else. Y'all just sitting out there waiting. And like I said, I'm not saying it's even all out of jealousy or clout chasing. Maybe it is. But everybody out there waiting, just waiting for the fucking first sight of blood. And at the first sight, everybody attacks. And you know what? I'll be honest with you. That's okay too. You know why? Because just get it out of your system. Get it out of your system. Beat the person up. Kick them while they're down. That's okay. I'm telling you. That's okay. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. Because it happens nearly every time, right? Isn't that what happens every time? And it's okay. Look, I'm telling you, even if it, because look, I've been in situations like that shit too. Been part of them. And you know what? It's better to just let it fucking rain. When it rains, it pours. Let it fucking rain. It's going to rain down. It's going to rain down on your ass. And then the storm is going to pass. The sun's going to come back out. The birds are going to start chirping again. Everything's going to be fine. Well, for the influencers, probably not for the fucking assholes who started this whole debacle. But the thing is it's the joke. It's the joke part of the community where you can see clearly that everybody is just waiting for the first fucking sight of blood. It's a fucking joke. Everybody says they support each other until it's time to tear each other down, right? And again, do what you will. Feel how you will. Do what you need to do. You do you. I'm not saying I'm fucking innocent. I'm not. I've certainly kicked people while they're down. Like I said, it's the perfect time to. Just get it out. Just get it out of your system. Hopefully, the person getting kicked while they're down realizes that too. That goes, what's going on? Hey, you'll be okay. You'll be okay. You'll be okay. You'll get through this. You'll get through this. I'm not sure if the scammy motherfuckers that are involved with printing this book and doing all that bullshit are gonna get through it though. from what I've seen and heard over at over at fucking Two Brothers Comics. In case you guys aren't subscribed to Two Brothers Comics, you should definitely go check out their shit. They've really been doing a good job covering a lot of this bullshit, and they're actually kind of, I mean, they're not involved with this situation, but with some of the people involved in this situation. So you should go check out their shit. I shared a video of theirs on the community tab just yesterday. And they're also down in the description of this video. You can go find the link to their channel down there. Because they are one of the Myrtle Maniacs. Nick and Dustin are fucking great. Justin was on with them last night as well. They were talking about some Spider-Man and some Dragon Ball Z. While I was pooped last night. But yeah, go check it out. Go check it out. Go check it out. Like I said, there's a whole bunch of drama going on out there. And look, I get there's people involved that fucking straight have every reason and every right to be upset about a lot of the shit. Definitely. But I mean, again, overall, there's really only one person, or the one. I guess one certain little set group of these people to be mad at, and that's the company and the people involved in trying to do this, not really the influencers or anything like that. I mean, I think for the most part, everybody was just playing their parts like they normally do. And again, though, I get other people being upset because there's other people out there that went out there and bought this fucking comic book. And even without some of the shady practices, that actually went there and bought this fucking comic book. And at this point, they got something in their hands that's worth shit. That's worth fucking nothing now. So I get people being upset about that too. Certainly. Like I said, like I was saying the other week, and that was the retraction. I understand everything from all people's sides and points and perspectives on this. Completely. Like, I get it. I fucking get it. Except for I've lost the point of view, which, I mean, I guess it would essentially be the same for the company that did this. Maybe they can play stupid, that they didn't know full and well that what they were doing was wrong, and maybe CGC can play stupid, knowing full and well that what they did was probably fucking wrong. Like I said, there's plenty of people that have reasons to be upset. But I see some of this shit out there going on, the way some of the people are acting towards just some of the other people in the comic community. It was a fucking joke. But I myself think that for the most part, a lot of people in the comics community are fucking jokes anyway. But that's just if you ask me. But let's get back into the live chats and see what you all are saying. Okay, where are we at here? Where are we at? Can't wait for, okay, yeah, I read that. I'm not good. Jedi Mike says, I'm not good for biz, yet Trin lets me be me at my portal in the community that supports each other as artists and creators. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, you fancy what? Oh, we're there's stage Coachella opening for Jared Leto. What? Jedi Mike says, so proud, you know, to know someone who enjoys reading relentlessly for every child, every day, every grade, every year. Yeah. Want to go visit the gossip channels and watch the show, says Mike Porter. Yeah. Let's watch WandaVision. Yeah. Yeah. Just talk about me. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. I think that's the first time I've seen you use a scene from a movie or show in a live stream. Oh, really? Oh, yeah. Well, a lot of times I forget. Yeah,
I can see you.
I got that one there too. Well, we even got like
Bermuda, baby.
yeah. We got some out there. Yeah, but yeah, I certainly need to use. I need to come up with more. There's plenty more that I need to come up with. But then, like, I gotta, man, gotta see if I can find the clips and try to edit them down in a way that I don't know is fun and enjoyable. For a bit classic meta WandaVision. Yeah. Imagine Trinity with the Carnage symbiote. Yeah. Oh, wow, I don't like to talk about other people's channels. Wow. Here I go. Yeah. I'm fat but still strong. I like my build, but I definitely need to do more cardio. Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? Like, I mean, I think there's things that you can do out there that can incorporate that cardio while still doing what you like to do as well. Yeah. When I'm getting hundreds of story views on stories in half an hour and people are using my photos to make content. Wait, when I'm getting hundreds of story views on stories in a half an hour and people are using my posts to make content. I'm going to soak up this evil power while I can. There you go, Air Spider. There you go. I donated to Star Wars Salmon yesterday. I'm glad Josh mentioned it or I wouldn't have known. Yeah, absolutely. Santa's always been in us. Everyone awakens to him on their own path. Yeah, absolutely. It's true. Mary everyone through Josh and the Nerdvengers. Yeah. Go and help. Yeah, go help. Yeah, absolutely. Go help it. The link is pinned there at the top of the chat. Bro, when I was stuck in a neck brace for months, y'all were like family. Absolutely, we still are. Or Veedo, we're still there for you. Hell, you guys are there for me. You know, and that's one of the things. Like yesterday, why I wasn't able to do the stream because I'm telling you, I was so dead tired yesterday. Because, like I said, I heard the news on Santa's community post the other day, but then yesterday morning I woke up and I seen a stream that he did talking about the situation with his father and everything, and like I spent as I was getting ready for my ride in the morning, I was like, damn man, like I was just thinking about it. I couldn't get it off my mind, you know, just thinking about what he's having to go through. And so I went out yesterday, man. I'm telling you, like, because I was mentally there, you know, like it motivated me, you know, like it gave me, you know, a purpose, I guess. And, you know, I mean, I guess it's kind of, I guess I could say something that I've been kind of needing and wanting, you know, something to get me motivated. Because I'm telling you, I went out on yesterday's ride, and believe me, I didn't smash my fucking records being fast or anything, but the past few days I've had just of training and everything, I went out there and fucking, I was just in a fucking zone, man, just fucking pushing it. May have pushed a little bit too hard. I went for my ride. I got home. And I even started hitting the fucking weights here. And I'm telling you, man, I fucking hit it hard yesterday. Just thinking, you know, just kind of, like I said, motivated. You know, thinking about that situation, kind of wanting to put some of that negative energy that I was feeling kind of about the whole situation, try to turn it into something good. And I think I did that. Man, it's about time to go. Like, it's about time to go. Chillmonger's stream is getting ready to start, man. Chillmonger's stream is getting ready. So I wonder, is Streambot working today? Do I have to go sign in again and do that? Yeah, the medical costs can be so daunting. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I used to be mad at Josh, but then we talked and I was just being dumb. I hope one day all of us can get together and chill and just shoot the shit. Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, at the time, even at the same time, you know, when all that bullshit happened, like, hey, I got what I needed to say, everything I needed to say, and go on out and done. I was done with it. then. You know, I don't like to do the whole holds grudges and all that bullshit. Like, I'll say what the fuck I've got to say. And that's why I do shows like the Trailer Park Live. So I can say what I've got to say, get that shit out of my system, and I'm good. I'm good. Generally, most people are. Except for some people who may hide behind a mask. Anyway, two brothers, good Southern people. Yeah, they're great people, man. Yeah. Keep me when I'm down. I probably deserved it, right? Oh, man. Love the word asshat. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, Andre Oro with the $5. What is that? Is that pounds? No, that's not pounds. That's not pounds. But thank you, Andre Oro, with the $5 sticker. Says keep it up. Thank you so much. Where's that at there? Yeah, Andre. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate that. Andre for the $5 or pounds or those Deutschmarks? I don't know. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate that. Let's see. Did that work? Did it work? Hey, it did. Hey, put up Chillmonger's channel. Make sure you go check out Chillmonger's channel. He's going to be starting his stream here in just a few minutes. 33. Should be 33 burning questions, right? Should be. I think. Where's it? Let me check. Let me check my notifications. Let me make sure it's there. Where you at, Chill? Where you at, Chill? There we go. There we go. Okay, now we can get this shit going on here. We can get this shit going on. Right there. Right there. You're gonna have to go check out his channel. Maybe he'll send me a link and invite me on. Okay. Okay. Talking with economics and comics, we're guessing they have been between 6 to 10K trade dress of their facsimile. Oh, okay. While telling the community there were 1,500 copies last November. Oh, okay. Clayton is, yeah. I was gonna say that's what I heard. Clayton's related to him. Yeah. Bad business hustle is rough. Hopefully they learn. You know, honestly, I'm not sure. For the most part, I'm not sure that they're gonna have much of a chance to learn from this. At least the one of them. The other kind of people, like the whatnot people, they'll probably be okay. April's rumored to be his sister. But yeah, grew up in Washington. Yeah. Also, you cannot get cannot just get the same artist over and over for Marvel books. That is not. Yeah. Paola for the grading commission, the real conspiracy. Right. Yeah. Oh, for the covers, they already released a statement. Yeah. That's what I heard. Pull out of the con. Yeah, he didn't pull out of the con by accident. Yeah. Right. You're probably right. The influence theories thing is the least of the problems in the situation. The fact that they tell us they destroyed the books and have them is the real issue. Who said they destroyed them? I must be missing that part. I usually just copy comics on a copier in black and white, and then take crayons and color them, and use paper clips to put it together and sell them. I'm an influencer. Yes, you are, Mike Porter. Yeah. I will admit I waited to see Jason Wallace make his statement, and when he did, I told myself he was a loser. Is that the guy who did the video? The guy that was that got in the thumbnail there? Yeah. Supported him and paid his bills. How many of my limited books are in his basement? Right. I was 10 minutes away from my house. Real community. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Yes. Got the kids loving me, huh? Let's see. Waiting for my trouser. Andy was with the influencers, smiling, eating dinner. They did. CGC kept his dough. Yeah, they did. Yeah, fuck people that do GoFundMe. Yeah, absolutely. For sick kids that don't exist. We can agree those people were asshats, all of them. Black Flag, the influencers, the artists. I think it's Black Flag and the artists. You know, I think it's that. Like, the influencers, the influencers thing, again, you can feel how you want about it. That's fine. I think the influencers thing, they're just playing their part like they normally do anyway. If you ask me from what I know about any of that shit, they're just playing their part any way that they normally do. So, like, again, feel how you want to about it. Feel how you want to about it. I'm gonna side with the person that spent the money with the person that spent money with Black Flag, thinking they were buying limited books and weren't. Yeah, absolutely. Love the word asshat. Yeah, it's a great word. Yeah. Okay. I myself love the word. Fuck stick. That one. Yeah, maybe so. Two brothers. Good. Yeah. Yeah, I got 10.5 on my foot. What? Me and Nick generally agree on most things. Yeah, they're good. Yeah, I like Nick and Dustin, man. They're great people. There will be blood. Yeah, they have to live with their own business ethics. Yeah, absolutely, and that's the thing. They do have to live with their own business ethics, and they're probably gonna die by them. I agree. To me, it seems like Black Flag is the one shitbag in the situation. Everyone else, connected FOMO buyers, CG flippers, were just playing their usual role. Yeah, exactly. They were all playing their usual role. Now the CGC thing, I think there's some shit there. It's kind of like, man, like what were they thinking? I mean, it makes it like, to me, I would say the thing with the CGC thing is it makes me question. Like, it would make me question. Like, I don't have any graded books or anything, but like, it would make me question their practices, their policies, and which exactly what's going on now, but how they actually look into the books that they're grading. How they even look into them and figure out anything anyway, or are they just opening up boxes, looking at comics, saying, "Hey, this is legit. Let's go." I think that's the bigger question. For sure. Yeah, I with CGC, I mean, I think they've got some shady shit going on, but yeah, for sure. Yeah, most of the people are just playing their roles. I didn't get the info on it yet, but I have my guy on it when I get it. Bleeding Cool will post it. Okay, nice. Got y'all have an amazing weekend. You as well, Andre. The fuck size water was that? It's a big one. It's a big one. It's a gallon. It's a gallon. It's a gallon water. It's a gallon water. Yeah. Yeah. Trying to collect some Logan One Lives for your channel. Yeah. Called in Den of Nerds and clipped it out and put it on my Twitter. Nice, Mike Porter. Hell yeah. On Friday, I missed that part of the. I think I was recording a video or I was editing a video and I missed that part of the stream. Yeah. Yesterday the miles 24 miles. That was like the triple XL, quadruple XL. Yeah. Will YouTube kick us to Chillmonger stream on auto? No, only because I didn't set it up. I'm here now. Can I get a recap? Right? Devil's in the details. Yeah. Worked hard creating that mask I hide behind. There you go. The retailer says the extras are destroyed, but clearly have them. Oh yeah, probably. Like, yeah, well, because you know what they want to do. They want to see if they can remove the staples and at least sell the fucking facsimile copies. Yeah, absolutely. But anyway, guys, that's all I've got for this video. That's all I've got for this episode of the Trailer Park Live. Like I said, this is, if you're not aware, this is the show where I usually go R-rated, and pretty much speak my mind. I generally like to keep, things fun here on the channel. And to me, that's one of the things about the Trailer Park Live is the Trailer Park Live is where I can come in here and say whatever I want to say and get it off my chest. I think a lot of people should do that. And I kind of think that's one of the things, like I said, with the situation going on here. People going out there getting things off their chest. Kick somebody while they're down. Whatever you got to do. Maybe the person needs to be kicked. It's okay. Sometimes you need to get it out, though. That's why I like to do the Trailer Park Live. Because generally, other than that, I like to keep things cool. Keep things chill here. And that's one of the things I like about a lot of the people here in this community. This community that have kind of grown here is a lot of times, there's people out there, even some of our own people that come here into the chats regularly. They have their strong opinions about things. And I will say strong opinions about stuff that you may not like or may not agree with. But one of the things definitely that I see out there in a lot of different communities, the way people grow their communities is, I got a lot of great people here with different points of view. They feel differently about things. They express themselves in different ways, have different ways of expressing themselves. And whether you like them or not, one of the things I like about the people here is that for the most part, y'all are cool. Y'all are chill. Somebody comes into the chat with a comment or a point of view that you don't like, that you don't agree with. I haven't seen anybody really here in the chats that goes in there and goes in on somebody and is being assholes to them. I appreciate that. Because I've certainly been out there in communities that aren't like that. That people are just sitting there being assholes to other people in the chats over maybe it's their point of view, their opinion, or whatnot. I see it plenty. And I appreciate you guys for not being those assholes. Because nobody really wants to be those guys. Not even those guys want to be those guys. That's why they act that way. But anyway, thank you all so much for being here today. Again, make sure you go check out my man Chillmonger. Make sure you go check out the GoFundMe for my friend Star Wars Santa. The link is pinned in the comments section of this live chat right now. Make sure you go check it out. Please help, even if it's only $1. Even if it's only sending and sharing out the link to somebody you know that might be able to help out. Even if it's just sending good, positive thoughts, your prayers, everything to my man Star Wars Santa. Please make sure you do that. Again, thank you all so much for being here. Thank you to the Myrtle Maniacs. Make sure you go check out Chillmonger's stream that is already probably in progress. You all have a good day, and we'll see you in the next video. Later.